Hi everybody, Megan Brumwell with Wayfinders Leadership. I've got a bit of a hot take for you today, and I do feel a little bit spicy about it, so get ready. So values and norms, I think a lot of us recognize and know that this is an important thing for us to establish as leaders on our team or within our organization. Your values and your norms are really that guiding compass to help determine, and it's almost a collective agreement as you hire people saying, yes, I will promise to be this way and behave this way. So as the team starts to actually work together, there is a common understanding of how we will interact in a way that will produce the best results. Now, this is also really helpful because when it comes to performance management, you have some type of structure to come back to and to point to of, hey, this is how we agreed that we are operating. And when you agree to be a part of this team, you are agreeing to behaving this way. And it also does mitigate interpersonal conflict too, because everybody's agreeing on the way that they are going to be operating with each other. Now, here's where my hot take comes in. One of the biggest things that I see leaders fail to do to really protect their values and their norms and their way of operating is they do not get rid of the culture killers. This is super unfortunate because that can have a long-term negative effect on the team members. It really undercuts the work that you've put into establishing the values and norms if you're going to allow somebody to be around who does not adhere to those. Part of where I'm feeling a little spicy about this is I have worked with a team in the past where we did actually a cultural reset. They knew they had some cultural issues. And through the process, I acknowledged to them, hey, with this cultural reset, you're likely going to find some of the existing team members actually don't meet these new standards and desired way of being. And so it is good to kind of get rid of those folks. And in particular on this team, there was one person who was really dragging down the work that they were putting in to create this nice, healthy environment. And unfortunately, this leader did decide to keep this person. And I am super sad and disheartened to say 6 months later, this team lost 3 of their top performers. Now, I realize, especially here in Montana, it is nationwide too, that having a full staff is kind of rare. A lot of folks are running on shortages of employees. However, and ultimately that's why this leader decided to keep this person, was out of a fear of having lower staff and not being able to fill their position very quickly. But in the end, it didn't even matter because they lost 3 of their top performers. And so this is my warning for you leaders out there. If you know there's that person that really is not fitting the expectations that you have set forth in how we are to interact with each other as team members, you got to get rid of them. Now, I'm not saying do this willy-nilly. There should be documentation and reporting, and there should be a lot of facts backing up this decision. But once you've got those facts in the reporting, make the cut. It might be painful in the short term of missing a staff person or missing a team member there, but in the long run, it's going to pay in dividends. And not only that, but by you saying this person, I'm getting rid of them because they don't belong, it actually shows to the rest of your team that you care and you are serious about guarding the healthy culture that you have all worked so hard to create. If you find yourself thinking, wow, I don't even really have norms or values really established for our team, or we have some, but I don't know if they fit anymore, or we really haven't looked back at them in a long time, and maybe we could use some work developing those things, please reach out. I love doing that work with teams because, again, it really sets a good foundation to set your culture up for success and is that guiding compass to kind of come back to when you do run into issues down the line. So, all right, guys, have a great day.